Today's horoscope, Sagittarius April 21st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The day feels exciting and upbeat, although it can be tense in moments. There can be quite a bit of restlessness to manage, especially related to getting a job done or dealing with details. Tension is possible surrounding work problems and minor but irritating challenges with your daily affairs. Concentration levels can be low, and it may be a signal that you need a challenge. Try not to expect to see both the details and the bigger picture at once right now. Conversations and exchanges may not be entirely satisfying today, but it's less to do with insincerity or the company you keep and more about not being in sync just for the time being. Be as flexible as possible, and watch for displays of ego if you clash with someone over an opinion. With forward-looking and confident thinking, you can approach domestic matters and routines or work in a new and improved way. Feel the vibes now. Your mind and spirit will be electric today. In fact, you revel in it. Today, as mental Mercury sings within the early degrees of your solar house of romance, he will link in a sextile to powerhouse Pluto, now orbiting in the early degrees of your solar house of communication. If you'd like to ask a favor or even assertively make a demand off a friend, acquaintance, or ex, now is the moment to strike. Your words and thoughts will be well received so much so that you may chuckle as they obey your commands. Commitments in your personal life may accidentally throw off your work life. Be careful when overbooking yourself when Venus in Pisces sextiles Uranus in Taurus. There might be something that you want to do in your personal life, like visiting with a friend or attending an event. Before you finalize your plans, you should check your work schedule. If you do not, you may accidentally cause more chaos and confusion. Make sure that you have enough time to do everything that you want by staying on top of your professional and personal commitments. Communication is the name of the game, and you take great care of those you love in this regard. It is important to you and also for a healthy balance that your relationships are reciprocal. Look at your relationships and ask yourself if you are honestly getting as much as you give in certain situations. It is the same with diet and exercise. We need to eat foods that give us energy and exercise to utilize the food we eat. Balance and reciprocity are part of a healthy lifestyle. If you've been thinking of starting or adding to your family, this can be enhanced on this day. You probably have a fairly set idea of what you want in your life when it comes to a partner and family. And if it hasn't happened as fast as you wanted, you may feel frustrated or worried. Take heart, as many people achieve their ideal situation later than they planned. If you have a partner, take the time to talk over your desires, as communication will also be enhanced today. While the sun's departure from a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart and return to your busy work sector is a significant shift, it is unlikely that life will become all work and no play. Partly because the sun is not only leaving behind an army of planets, but just as Mars is spending his first weekend in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery at a friendly aspect to Neptune, something that is powering up the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence. However, also because with forces on the job and career fronts also powering up, this is a balancing act that has been going on for some time. While the sun's departure from your romantic sector today is the point in each year when the solar shifts off matters of the heart, rarely does he leave you with so many resources when it comes to keeping the spirit of romance alive. While it is a given that the dwarf planet Eris, the warrior princess of the cosmos, who has been here for over 9 decades, would continue the cause, but for the first time ever, the sun leaves behind Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, and he is here for the next 15 years. Daily Planetary Overview. Today brings a unique blend of insight and spontaneity as Mercury in Aries forms a harmonious sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. This alignment opens the door to powerful revelations, some of which may come as subtle realizations, while others might show up as sudden clarity in conversations or decisions you've been mulling over. It's a moment where truth begins to surface, and that clarity can have a ripple effect across your relationships, your commitments, and even your perception of your own goals. If you've been waiting for the right information to guide your next step, Keep your eyes and ears open, it may arrive in a surprising form today. Perhaps through a meaningful talk with a friend, an unexpected message, or even through quiet reflection. Whatever the source, what you learn now could shift how you engage with the people and promises that matter most to you. It's like the missing puzzle piece finally falls into place, and suddenly, you see the full picture with sharper focus. But as clarity arrives in one area, the energy of Venus in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus might throw a few curveballs your way in others. Plans could shift quickly. Arrangements you thought were solid may need to be reworked. It might feel as though things are moving a little too fast, or that the ground beneath you is wobbling when all you wanted was a calm, predictable day. If you're feeling agitated by the unpredictability, pause. Breathe. Remind yourself that change isn't always a disruption, it can be an invitation. An invitation to realign with something even better than what you originally planned. In times like these, it's helpful to stay rooted in what you can control: your focus, your actions, and your mindset. Right now, your motivation is high, and your ability to translate ideas into action is sharp. This is an excellent time to channel your energy into a project or goal that matters to you. Whether it's career-related, creative, or personal, your dedication can lead to real progress. You may find that others take notice too. Recognition may come your way not just for your results, but for the thoughtful approach and resilience you bring to the process. Don't underestimate the value of pacing yourself and being strategic. If you're someone who juggles multiple tasks, now is the time to prioritize and hone in on what truly deserves your energy. By concentrating your efforts, you'll find that you not only move forward faster but with greater confidence and clarity. And if you can bring others into your vision, whether it's colleagues, collaborators, or loved ones, you'll be amazed at how quickly momentum builds. Your passion is contagious, and people are more likely to jump on board when they see your commitment in action. In your romantic life, there may be a strong desire to feel both emotionally and physically connected. You may be craving deeper intimacy, closeness, or simply a sense of being seen and appreciated. That's completely valid. If you're in a relationship, now could be a good time to plan a shared experience that brings you closer, something simple but meaningful, like a long conversation under the stars, cooking a new recipe together, or revisiting a place that holds memories for you both. And don't overlook the joy of small financial wins: finding a bargain, making a thoughtful purchase, or organizing your finances in a way that feels empowering. Every step counts, and they all build toward a more abundant future. This is also a powerful moment for reconnecting with your roots. Perhaps it's a visit with a relative, a phone call that turns into a heartfelt conversation, or even stumbling across an old photo that brings back a flood of memories. Re-establishing family ties, whether by blood or chosen family, can bring unexpected healing and even inspiration. You may hear stories today that deepen your understanding of where you come from and how those past connections have shaped the values you carry forward. You might even come across an old family remedy or health practice that piques your interest, something your grandparents swore by, and suddenly, you're curious to try it for yourself. Sometimes, wisdom skips a generation, only to land in your lap right when you need it. As we move through the waves of today's energy, remember that your ability to adapt with grace and lead with heart is one of your greatest strengths. The universe isn't throwing these shifts at you to test you, it's aligning circumstances to help you grow into a more empowered, aware version of yourself. So ask yourself, what truth am I discovering today? What change am I being asked to embrace, not resist? How can I show up for myself and those I care about with more clarity, courage, and compassion? If something in this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it. What new insight are you sitting with today? Have you noticed unexpected changes in your plans or relationships? Share your experience in the comments. It might be the encouragement someone else needs right now. Let's keep this space supportive, open, and real. We're all learning as we go, and that, in itself, is something to celebrate.